Hi guys, how is everybody doing? Think we are live right now on YouTube, and hope that everybody can tune into this program, and hope that you guys are gonna enjoy it. Um, you guys are free to call in my show. I have my Skype available. We could talk about this championship weekend, and I'd love to speak to y'all tonight. So let's see if anybody comes and joins, and let's see if anybody has a lot of fun with me on my show. I could also talk about Tate Martell going to Miami. I think that's a decent fit. Um, Tell you who else. Tell you who else is going. Justin Fields, Ohio State, and whatever quarterback. Jalen Hurts to Oklahoma is a big deal as well. So these are all really big deals in the organization of college football, and with the program game, it's very very exciting. So I think everybody's hanging out. I think everybody's chilling. I don't know if Texas is going to win the Big 12. I think Oklahoma's defense is going to be a lot better. Austin Kendall going to West Virginia. I'm trying to figure out what other teams are any good in the Big 12. I mean, Matt Campbell and Iowa State's going to be pretty good in the Big 12, but certainly Texas, by winning the Sugar Bowl, Texas is going to be favored in the Big 12 going forward. And, Baylor is getting better. TCU is getting a lot worse. So, Big 12 going forward. And, Baylor is getting. So basically, Baylor is getting better, and Texas is not getting. Texas is getting very good. So, but I'm just here on my laptop, and we're doing this program. It's exciting. I'm gonna try to do this every single Thursday, sharing my thoughts on the NFL on championship weekend. It's kind of a boring championship weekend, to be honest with you. I hope Mahomes does great. But yeah, give it a shot, Chris. The number is right there in the description: 484-504-9648. They don't suck, and they're not going to suck for longer, because we have a really good running back core coming back. PJ Fleck has recruited some really good defensive linemen, and Minnesota's going to be great. And I love this shirt. I love this shirt so much, and I love the Gopher so much. I love PJ Fleck. He's my favorite coach ever. So we could certainly call in. We could certainly talk about this championship game. Kansas City, it's going to be cold in Arrowhead. I mean, I love that Tom Brady is getting motivated. I love that the Patriots are motivated. It bodes well for the Patriots. And I'm not a bandwagon, because Minnesota's not good yet. That's exactly what you said. So, I look at Tom Brady, and I look at this game, and these are the two best teams in the AFC by a mile. So I think it's going to be a heck of a matchup. When you look at the NFC, you have Sean McVay, which he's done an unbelievable job, and I thought that the Packers or the Vikings would be in this situation before the season started. But they had very disappointing years, and the Vikings defense got old all of a sudden. Mike Zimmer was one of the most overrated coaches that we've ever seen in our lifetimes. Kirk Cousins didn't pan out very well. And DeFilippo is now going to Jacksonville. And now there's rumors that Jacksonville is going to bypass on a quarterback and try to get Nicholas Foles. So that is going to be pretty crazy. No, just call on your cell phone, Chris. You can call on the cell phone. There we go. How you doing? Welcome into Rover Sports.
Hey, guess who it is?
Who is it?
I've been on your show before, man.
Reynolds. Jake Reynolds.
Yep.
Jake Reynolds. Yes.
Yep.
I was going to guess you. I'm glad that you gave me the chance to guess.
Yep. How you been, man?
I've been pretty good. I went to New Orleans last week to watch the championship game. Or to watch the Eagles Saints.
Oh man, it's tough because I really thought we had that. I thought we were going to go down to New Orleans and win, and from the start, it really looked like we were going to come in there and knock them out, but just wasn't meant to be. And it's probably Nick Foles' last start with the Eagles, so it's real tough to see. But still a promising team for the future. But I was really hoping to get past the Saints because I really think that if we got past the Saints, that I thought that we were going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like Jim Schwartz's game plan in the second half, man. I didn't like how he just let those defensive backs just sit there on an island, or how I didn't like how he didn't put pressure on Drew Brees and
Oh
how
yeah,
the DBs were just sitting back there on third and long and there was no pressure. It was bend not break, and he was so scared about getting beat deep. Where I feel like I feel like you guys were better equipped to beat the Saints the second time around with your corners all being up to speed and everything. And I just hated the
yeah,
game plan from the Eagles defense.
yeah. But I will say, what's that? 30, Cravon LeBlanc. He played great. I was really surprised with the way he played. I mean, the defense wasn't all that great after the first quarter, but he had that interception the first play of the game. He had that one really nice tackle on Alvin Kamara. I mean, as disappointing as the secondary's been this year, he came to play on Sunday, and I was really impressed with him. Um, but
Right.
yeah,
What was he?
again, it was just
Was he a draft pick, LeBlanc?
I don't remember. I think we might have signed him undrafted, but yeah, we've had so many people in the secondary this year. I can't even remember who we drafted. I know we drafted Maddox, who started to play well towards the end of the year, but yeah, that's the only one I really remember. So.
Yeah, but what do you think about what do you think about this season? You think Carson Wentz is going to be there next year, and do you think that the Eagles, still have a chance to compete with Dallas in this division?
Oh, I think they absolutely have a chance to compete with Dallas. I just think that the biggest problem with this team this year was injuries in the secondary and the fact that we could not run the ball. And I think we're gonna work. I think we're gonna find a running back in the off season. Maybe bring back Ajayi and get that run game going again next year. Because the problem was with Carson Wentz in, we tried to do too much, but with a guy like Nick Foles, we simplified the offense, ran the ball more, spread the ball around, and the offense just looked more fluent with him in. So
It did, because I feel like Carson Wentz on those RPOs never would hand the ball off to the running backs, and he was way too dependent on Zachary Ertz. But
yeah,
you're absolutely right. If the Eagles can run the ball under center, stop going in shotgun so much, it's going to open up the play action game so much more. And you guys have Jay Ajayi, but I think Le'Veon Bell in your culture would actually really work out. Now, we got to hope that Kelsey, or you have to hope that Jason Kelsey does not retire. And then you're also going to have to get a guard that's going to come in and fill in for Brandon Brooks, because he's probably going to be out all of next season. Then Jason
yeah,
Peters, I think Peters is going to come back. So, I look at this Eagles defense, though, and let's just look at, the defensive players. I mean, you have Jernigan, who's really old. And, there's not that many good defensive tackles left. I'm not sure about Barnett and his future. He always seems to get hurt. And I think the
yeah.
Eagles actually need a dynamic pass rusher. You just have Fletcher Cox in there. You don't know if Brandon Graham's going to be back in free agency. I think that it would be nice for the Eagles to get a pass rusher. What do you think about the offseason and the positional needs of this team?
Yeah, I'd say the two desperate ones are running back and secondary. But I totally agree with that. I mean, Michael Bennett had a pretty good year last year, and Fletcher Cox. I mean, he's Fletcher Cox, so I mean, he's gonna get to close to 10 plus sacks, if not break that. And Michael Bennett, I mean, as much as people said that he would be a problem here, he came in and he played really well. And I was really impressed with what I saw from Bennett. Barnett, like you said, he got injured. And Brandon Graham, I mean, over his career, he hasn't really gotten a whole lot of sacks. He gets a lot of pressure, but he's never really able to get to the quarterback a whole lot. And he had, 4 sacks this year?
Yeah,
I mean,
so are you letting him go? Because he's going to probably be about $11 million next year.
See, that's tough. Like, he doesn't put up the great numbers, but you can tell he's making an impact.
Yeah, and the one thing is, like about these Eagles fans, you guys look at Brandon Graham and you look at him in the locker room, and I think he's a good character in the locker room that's very important.
Oh, absolutely.
For the culture of the football team. So you obviously want to sign him. He's going to try to come at a discounted rate. Try to get him for $9 million, but there might be a team that pays him $13 million a year. So, I mean, we'll have to see what the heck happens there. But I'm excited about the draft process and everything.
Yeah, I think next year, we'll be a solid 10, 11 win team. But I mean, it's a little too early for that. I like Carson Wentz. I think he's a really talented player. I feel like we should just play a more simple game with him. I mean, that he's coming off of an ACL injury. Well, he came off an ACL injury, and now he's going to be coming off a back injury. So, I mean, it's trying to make him do too much is only going to hurt him. I think we need to go back to our formula back in 2017 and just go off that. And if we do that, we can have a lot of success.
And run the football.
Oh, yeah. That is number one. That is the number one thing that's going to turn this team around, running the ball. And I think we can really do that next year if we get the right pieces.
Jake Reynolds. Jake, thank you for calling so much.
One more thing.
Yeah.
My Super Bowl prediction from the preseason was Pats and Saints, and I'm sticking by it.
Wow. And you might hit it I think you're going to hit it perfectly.
Oh yeah, and I had the Saints winning the preseason, and I had $50 on them winning the Super Bowl. So let's hope they come through.
Did you have the Vikings doing well this year?
No, I had them missing the playoffs.
Who'd you have in the playoffs out of the NFC North? Green Bay?
Yeah, I had Green Bay, and I don't know why. I had the Lions coming out. I just thought that picking up LeGarrette Blount and Kerryon Johnson would really help out their run game, and they would finally be able to make that next step, but it just didn't happen.
Okay, well, that's still a tremendous prediction. I had the 49ers, but, Garoppolo Garoppolo ended up getting injured. The Rams are just tremendous every single year now with Sean McVay, and this is a huge game for the Rams because it's going to be hard for them to get, back here next year, especially because the 49ers are going to be a lot better. I think the Packers will be better in the NFC, and this is a really good opportunity for them with a good offensive line because their offensive line's kind of old at some spots, and also they're going to keep losing coaches every single year, so I mean, this is pretty much the year for them.
I don't see them having enough to go into New Orleans and beat them. I think the Saints are going to win this pretty easily, honestly. I mean, these teams finished with the same record, and I'm not saying the Saints are a better team just because they beat them. The Saints are a better team just because they played more impressive football throughout the year. The Rams played soft almost the entire year. They almost got beat by Denver. They almost lost to Seattle twice. They almost got beat by Green Bay at home. It's just it's been a soft team since about like week 5.
Yeah, I mean, they did beat Dallas in the postseason, but they've had like a really easy division for sure. And
Yeah.
but the fact is, they can run the football, they can game plan as well as anybody. And some of those their defense has so much good personnel that I overlooked at in free agency, but I think it's going to be a heck of a game. I don't see a Saints blowout. I really don't. I think you're going to be surprised how good Aaron Donald and Sue are going to play. I think it's going to be a really tight game as long as Goff just doesn't implode on us. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah. Here's my problem with this. The Rams played well last week, but they only won by 8, running for like almost 300 yards. I don't see them coming anywhere near that this week in the Dome. And I think you're going to see a much better performance from Drew Brees than you saw from Dak Prescott last week.
Yeah, no, I think Drew Brees played it incredible against the Eagles. And Jake, thank you so much for the phone call, my friend. I really enjoyed talking football.
I just saw you were live streaming it. Saw you had a call in. Figured I'd call in. Hit me up when you want to collab. Hit me up when you want to collab next. And that's all.
No doubt, my friend. Thanks so much. That is Jake Reynolds. He's one of a good buddy of mine. I've collabed with him on this channel. I would come on his channel as well. And he covers the Eagles. He covers the whole league. He's a bright guy. And his channel is growing and doing great. Wow, a bunch of calls. Hello.
Hello, what's up?
Hey, how are you? How you doing? Welcome into Rover Sports.
What's up, Louis?
Is this Chris? Who is this on the phone?
It's Ronaldo, #1 Jets fan.
Ah, it is Ronaldo. Ronaldo, how's everything going, man? You excited about the Jets?
Of course, I just saw that you posted a video about the Jets situation. Let me see. I haven't seen what it was. It was some 20-minute assessment of the future of the New York Jets. So what did you say in that video, if you could recap for me?
I said that I think that the Jets are going to fail. I said that Adam Gase is going to be a disaster.
Wow.
Greg Williams is going to be a disaster, man, because these personalities are not going to gel. These personalities are not going to gel.
So you don't think we've had a Rex Ryan on the defense before this worked out, back-to-back AFC championship. Now we have someone to develop our quarterback. We don't have a defensive-minded head coach. You do understand this, right?
Yeah, I do, but I don't believe in Adam Gase. I mean, he didn't do well in Miami, and plus I don't believe in McCagnon either.
You're definitely right there. That guy's a joke. If he doesn't get it done this year, he's fired. He's gone. We have to get Le'Veon Bell. We have to get one of these premier pass rushers and trade down the draft, get a tackle, and build a wall.
So you don't want Josh Allen or Quinnen Williams?
If Josh Allen is there at 3, which I do not believe he will be, definitely take it. But I do not want Quentin Williams. No.
So
he looks like another Leonard Williams to me. Literally Williams, laugh my ass off. It's meant to be.
So you don't want Quinnen Williams either? Quinnen Williams is projected to be the second best player in the draft. I would just stay at 3 and draft one of those beasts.
We need more talent. You understand? We're such a lack for talent. We need talent. We need picks. And it gives Mike no excuse. So if he doesn't get it done, he's done for. I do not want him in the building anymore. This just gives everybody just can get what they want. Because we need a wall. We need to protect our franchise quarterback. Like, defense is not winning you anything anymore. Like, we've drafted 8 straight seasons, first-round picks, defense, and look at our defense. You see any blue-chip players besides Jamal Adams? No. It's a joke.
Well, Tremaine Johnson, how good is the linebacker? Darren Lee.
Darren Lee, yeah, he's good, but this was his breakout season. But he got suspended for 4 games for smoking. Then he deletes his Twitter. Like, kid needs to grow up. Like, what are you doing? Is New York too big for you, buddy?
Yeah, I mean,
Can't handle the pressure.
it comes. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to you. You have to get. I think maybe the guy Reisner's a good player, so maybe you could trade to like the 15th pick and get like some real good value.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. That's what I wanted to trade down.
So
Because I
what do
feel
we
like
have? The
we need picks. We
Jags.
need players.
We have the Jags. We have the Denver Broncos. The Giants maybe, but you're not gonna. The Giants, like, you're only gonna get back 3 picks. We got to get back to maybe the Bengals or the Redskins or Dolphins.
Yeah. I'm not really like a draft guy. Like, this is gonna be my first season. I'm like really just like devoted to it. Cause I kind of find it like boring. I don't really like watching college tape, but I'll just watch like guys' videos of like how they doing this shit. Cause I feel like that's easier.
Yeah.
Do you make videos like that?
What, on the mock drafts?
Yeah, my God.
I'm gonna try to start making videos like that.
And where do you find that tape? Where do you watch in your videos? Where do you watch this tape? Like, you watch like you go play by play. Where do you get that
for
from?
college? For college, you can't get that at all.
No. For pro.
For pro, I just go on NFL Game Pass and I just watch the quarterbacks. But I am taking like a scouting class to try to get better because I really don't know a whole lot. I really don't. Just pretend like I do. I know. And with Sam Darnold, I mean, he's going to be able to read defenses. But I'm just worried about Greg Williams because he's such like a loud personality. And I'm worried about this
We can handle
guy.
it.
I just think it's weird personalities rolling around your building.
At the end of the day, we have to get better. Our defense has to be better. We cannot be like the 20th ranked defense in the NFL. That's a joke.
The defense is
and our offensive line has been trash. We never have a bad offensive line. No matter what, we've always had steady players on offensive line. Nick Mangold, Ferguson, like all these great Hall of Fame players, and where are our tackles? Like, what?
Well, what I was going to say is, by the way, the head coach of the Adam Gase ran off Jay Ajayi for a 4th-round pick because Jay Ajayi was acting up. So you want to bring in Le'Veon Bell now that the Steelers hate? Okay with that?
You know what? You know what I say to that? I say, hell yes. I do not care. Like, you expect me to say, no, I do not want Le'Veon Bell. That's the dumbest question you could have ever asked me. I want wins. I want playoff berths. I want championships. Okay? I do not care if the guy, this and this. No, he's an all-pro. He's a blue-chip player. We have one blue-chip player on our entire roster. We need more blue-chip players. I don't care. He's not a blue-chip player, bro. He's a rookie. He's not a blue-chip player yet. Let's just be honest about the situation.
Yeah.
We need him. We need a great
Le'Veon
defensive
Bell would be
edge.
exciting. He would be exciting. Yes, you're going to pay
him. He would be amazing.
You're going to pay him $18 million. So,
yes, just like the Giants paid Odell 18, 16.
You're going to pay him.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna pay him.
I want to see.
I want to
see Le'Veon Bell. I do want to. I want to see it happen. I want it all. I want to see it happen.
Mike has to make the deal. If he doesn't make the deal, he's fired. So he's gonna pay to do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
Max fully guaranteed all that.
They have all the space. It's got to happen. $18 million for the guy.
You know what sucks about the NFL though? Like, you draft where your job security is. It's sad, but like, you literally have to play it by like, if you're gonna get fired. That's why guys go all in sometimes, because like, you just never know. Like, you might not be there for the other players to develop them and everything. So
you mean like McCagnon's been just safe? You're saying?
Yeah, he's just used Todd as a scapegoat when you literally draft like Devin Smith, like the wide receiver at Ohio State, bust. Mm-hmm. He drafts a bunch of shitty players, though. Eli McGuire, the guy's a 6th-round pick.
Yeah,
that's not good enough. How can
but he didn't even talk to Todd Bowles, and that's the Adam Gase needs to talk to Mike McCagnon. He does. Adam Gase needs to talk to McCagnon because Todd Bowles and McCagnon didn't talk at all.
I know. And here's a great stat about the Jets before we start talking about like playoffs and stuff. Because I don't think you guys just want to hear about the Jets. Like, not many Jets fans over here. But Let's just say this: every year that we've had a new coach, we've made the playoffs. not made the playoffs. We've had a had a winning season every year of first-time head coach. You know why? Because the management, the owner, everybody goes all in, and that's what we need. We need all-in approach. I need to get in the playoffs. I need it.
So what? So
I need to defeat Tom Brady one more time.
Let's hear your playoff predictions then.
Okay, so the Saints are getting clapped by the Rams. The Saints are overrated. I'm sorry, they're overrated. How much money you want to put on it, bro? Because you want to talk shit now. $20? All right, you can put $20 on it. Say less.
All right. You don't like the Saints? Like, how are the Rams beating the Saints that badly? Is Todd Gurley running all over them?
Todd Gurley and T.J. Anderson running all over them. Had the Saints looked at the same team a month ago, 2 months ago? They're playing in a dome. Eventually, that dome presence is gonna wear off. Like, don't you think?
Well, they're
you think they're on
still
some magical
in
run?
the dome. I like Drew Brees better than Jared Goff in that dome, and I think that the Saints are still going to be able to execute their game plan. I mean, unless Aaron Donald and Sue destroy the game, I still think that the Saints are going to be able to ball out. I still think that the Saints can win this damn game. By the way, the Saints are an experienced team. Like, they're more desperate than the Rams to get back to the Super Bowl. I think the Saints are going to win this football game.
Every team is desperate to get to the Super Bowl. What kind of question is that?
Every
team wants that.
No, I know. But Drew Brees, this is one of his last years. And Jared Goff's just not that good. Jared Goff, Robert Woods, they're not that good. This Saints defense is going to shut them down, even without rankings. This Saints defense is underrated.
This Saints defense, yes, they have a lot of nice players on it, but defense is not going to win this game. I'll tell you that much. That much.
Jared Goff better beat them.
Unless they blitz him like crazy, and if he has enough time in the pocket, he'll be fine. And let's get to Tom Brady, pathetic piece of human he is. Okay, so Tom Brady and the Patriots, their new logo is us against everyone, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, it's pathetic. Like, they've been like favorites to win 67 straight games. Like, it's like ridiculous, bro. It's pathetic.
No, that's not true.
Like that. It's a joke.
That's not true. When the Patriots lost to the Steelers, everyone thought that their dynasty was dead. People were picking the Chargers over them. It was a 3-point spread. Like when the Patriots lost to the Steelers, everyone thought the Patriots were dead. You know?
The Patriots are dead to me. I don't know. Yes, they're dead. They've never been relevant. Only time they've been relevant is when we've been kicking their ass. And that hasn't happened lately. So now I'm just mad. I hate the Patriots with a passion. Honestly.
We hope that the Chiefs can beat them. It'll be.
I want the Chiefs to win, most definitely. The Chiefs are going to win. What are you talking about? The Chiefs are winning. How are the Patriots going to be able to keep up? They have no Josh Gordon. Rob Gronkowski is a shell of himself. It did before. That was a different team. We all know that. They said, Kareem Hunt. Forgot about him. Goes over. Damn, that's tough. But how have you looked at this offense? Do you like it? Do you feel like they've been the same without Kareem Hunt? Or have they been better or worse?
They've been fine, actually. You know, Entertainer was right. I thought that they would slip up. But, listen, they've only had to win one game to get here. And, you know, I mean, they beat the Colts because their defense was incredible. So, you know, Damian Williams is absolutely fine. And, you know, the Chiefs at Arrowhead, it's going to be cold. I picked the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl, you know, beginning of the season. And it's going to, I don't know. It might be New Orleans, New England, though. I don't know.
New Orleans is getting clapped. Like, you don't understand. They're not good. They're overrated.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
I might be wrong.
I got a lot of people trying to call in. It was so much fun. Thanks for calling, man. Appreciate you.
Go Jets, and you always.
Thank you to Ronaldo for calling in. Always a lot of fun with him. Always entertaining calling about the Jets and about everything. Open phone lines right now. Let's hit it. Let's hit the open lines. Sounds good. I like that sound. Come on. Let me get this call. Yo, you're on Rover Sports. I just turned down the background of the show in the background. But how are you? You could state your name and what's going on, my friend.
20 Savage.
20 Savage?
Yep.
Oh yeah, what's up? What's going on? Big Texas fan, 20 Savage. What is going on? I mean, how's your night going? Have you chilled with Uncle Lou? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, Uncle Lou. He's funny.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Urban Meyer?
I just read about that. Is he going to he's going to announce football now?
Yep.
Wow. What do you think about that?
That's gonna be cool for Big 12 Fox.
Yeah. I mean, Urban Meyer, I want to see him up there in the booth, but I don't know if he has any personality. Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Why are you wearing that Minnesota
Big
shirt?
Blue for Life wants to ask you is how good is Sam Ehlinger?
Awesome. He's gonna win the Heisman this year.
I don't know about that. I mean, I'll tell you my Heisman pick. It might be Tua. It might be Justin Fields might win the Heisman.
Yeah.
Fields is a beast.
Why are you wearing that Minnesota shirt?
I'm wearing the Minnesota shirt. I love Philip John Fleck. PJ Fleck's like one of the best coaches in the entire country. The Gophers are on the rise, man. They're going to be in the Big Ten championship. If not, I think that they're going to be in the Big Ten championship this year.
Really?
Yes.
You're crazy.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's what I love. I love being crazy. So, you excited about the NFL championships, man? You excited about these games?
Yep, I'm going for the Saints.
Right. You are you a Cowboy fan or no?
No.
No. Oh yeah. Tyler says Adrian Martinez at Nebraska. Yeah, Adrian Martinez. That's an unbelievable pick as well. He is so freaking good, Tyler. That Nebraska's going to be so good. But yeah, let's go Saints. And then are you taking Kansas City or New England again?
Kansas City.
Kansas City versus the Saints.
I'm a Packers and a Broncos fan.
I like that. So you pick like one NFC, one AFC?
Yeah.
Why do you like Denver?
Because of Peyton Manning.
Surprised you're not a Colts fan.
Or Tim Tebow.
Oh, I like Tebow too. But I Denver, like, that's a pretty big franchise, and Green Bay is a pretty popular team too. So I mean I get that. It's good that you like multiple teams, my friend.
I'm waiting for them to play in the Super Bowl someday.
Who?
Green Bay and Denver.
How exciting would that be? Both teams. You got to go to that game then.
That'd be expensive, though.
I don't know if that'll happen. Yeah, but we got to get you there, man. We got to get you from Texas. We got to get you there. I got to hang out. You live in Texas. I've always wanted to go to Texas. We got to hang out.
Yeah. I'm from Oklahoma,
Texas.
actually.
Ooh. Where? Tulsa? Where? Stillwater? Enid? Where the heck you from then?
Southeast Oklahoma. Stigler, Oklahoma.
I freaking love it. I love Oklahoma. All the cornfields. I love how rural Oklahoma is. You're probably a big Thunder fan, too. You probably love Russ Westbrook.
Nope. Warriors fan.
Okay, so you're all the bandwagons, buddy.
Nope.
Oh man, Southeast Oklahoma. Let me see. So kind of near Arkansas, kind of near Fayetteville. So you're probably like. There's probably a lot of Arkansas fans where you live. Is that accurate?
OU and OSU.
Okay. So being a Texas fan, you probably like the Pokes more than the Sooners, right?
Yeah, I like them too because my dad went to college there.
At Oklahoma State with Brandon Whedon, right?
Yep.
All right, let me list my favorite Sooners. Justin Blackman, Whedon. I don't think they've had a great running back there. I like Dylan Stoner, the wide receiver. Who else is? Well, Barry Sanders. Maybe your dad went with Barry Sanders. You know, back when he was at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, John Schmidt. Let's see what he says. My college roommate argues that Sony Michel is better than Saquon Barkley. Sony Michel is still really good. Like, he could be better than Nick Chubb. When you're a Patriots running back, though, you never get the shine. But Michel is really, really good. You know?
Yeah.
So, hey,
I'm close.
What?
I'm close to Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Okay.
You know where that is?
Yeah, I do know where that is. I think like Tyler Wilson lives near there. It's like an hour from Fayetteville.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's like a military. It's like a military town, Fort Smith.
Yeah. It's 45 or hour from us.
Yeah, I don't want you to. You don't have to tell your main location, but dude, yeah, I'd love to come visit. Fort Smith is like one of the best cities in the country.
Yeah.
So, yo, 20. I'm gonna probably head out. All right, man. Thanks so much for the call, dude.
Okay, thank you.
It's always great to be on the phone with you, my friend. 20 Savage calling into the dang show. Thank you guys for all the calls. I'm going to be doing this for another hour. I just have to fix something right now in my house that's bothering me. I just have to change the TV channel. All right, that's a lot better. Let me address the chat. I mean, I know that I have to entertain the callers. I think Chris might be getting a new show, my buddy Chris. But man, oh man, it was really fun. You guys are talking a lot about the draft, about Daniel Jones as a second-round prospect. There's rumors that the Patriots might end up getting Daniel Jones. I don't know how good Daniel Jones is going to be, though. I really don't. Welcome into Rover Sports. How are you? Hello? Hello.
Oh, hi. It's very delayed on the on YouTube.
Dylan, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You're a big Zeke fan, aren't you?
I'm a big that's just my online name.
You like Cowboy or no?
But like what?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh no, they're my least favorite team.
So Zeke is
What's
just
possible Super Bowl? The Cowboys versus Patriots. I would probably.
That would be your least favorite because they're the biggest bandwagons?
No, it's because I like the Giants, and those are my least favorite teams.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the Patriots, yeah, they're so damn annoying. But yeah, the Cowboys, I can understand that. I dislike the Eagles a lot more than the Cowboys because the Eagles get things done. The Eagles win championships.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I freaking hate the Eagles so damn much. I'm going to be so happy when Nick Foles leaves the Eagles because they're going to get bad karma for letting a guy that's accomplished that much leave. And I hate Carson Wentz, man.
I agree with you because Carson Wentz is just an injury-prone quarterback. He's good. He's good at what he does when he's healthy, but there's no way he's going to be able to make it big in the NFL with the amount of injuries he gets. It's unbelievable.
Why the heck? I hated that Carson Wentz. I hated Carson Wentz, that North Dakota story last year. How annoying was that to have that shoved down your throat that he's from North Dakota? Like, big deal. Weston Richburg was from Oilfield, Texas, and nobody covered him. So that guy Carson Wentz, man, is just very annoying. You know, he has like this huge hickey on the back of his neck.
He's gonna have potential, but he's just gonna keep getting injuries, going to keep getting injuries, going to have another age.
Yeah.
Well, probably not.
Yeah.
More
He'll just
injuries.
check out a run place. I don't even think
And
the
then-
team likes him. The team likes Nick Foles more. I mean, Michael Bennett likes Nick Foles more.
Yeah, right. I don't know what they're doing. They probably just, I don't know. They probably just going with the sort of with the bandwagon in this case, which is Carson Wentz. Although Nick Foles, you could argue, won the Super Bowl, you could always think that Carson Wentz is what the some of the fans want for some reason because they think he's better, and he's definitely. And Carson Wentz was definitely a lot more overhyped than Foles in the regular season, of course. But then
Yeah,
Foles was.
he doesn't run the damn ball, Carson Wentz. You know, they need to get back to running the ball. You know, the Le'Veon Bell might fit the Eagles. You know, I'm not sure if he's going to fit the Jets, but Le'Veon Bell would be a good idea for those Eagles, you know, to get the running game going. But yeah, I mean, Carson Wentz, he's pretty good, but he hasn't, you know, completed a whole season. You don't know about his back. His release is terrible. I mean, he might turn out to be Derek Carr. He might be Derek Carr again.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know yet. We just don't know. If he doesn't get injured, then it'll be a different story. But the number one issue for him is his injury.
Hey, oh gosh. So hey, Dylan, can you give your playoff prediction? Because I might have to take this call.
For Patriots, Kansas City, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with the Patriots because I don't know how the Kansas City defense is gonna go on with the Patriots. I just don't know how that's gonna even work out.
Right. Hey, I gotta take this call. All right, I'll see ya. Hey, how's it going? Welcome into Rover.
Yo, Spencer, this is Doug Loss.
Doug, how are you? I've been trying to talk to you for the longest of times, man. It's so great to hear your voice.
Oh, man, brother. I'm watching the show. I'm on a delay, so I didn't know you were about to answer the call. You got me off guard, but I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready to go. Let me tell you something. I got these new neighbors in my apartment, so otherwise I'd be screaming. But otherwise, I got to keep it down a little bit. Because the Jets, I could go all night. You know this, Rover.
So, Doug.
But Rover, let's get to business. Rover, let's get to business. Let's start with Darnold, Rover.
Yeah.
All right. Look, I understand. I understand how you feel about the kid. I felt the same way about Eli. All right? As a Jets fan, I think you're wrong about this, but I hear where you're coming from. Here's my opinion on Darnold. His biggest strengths will be durability, and my feeling on him, he's a thoroughbred. This kid's a mutter like a horse. He plays better in the elements. I think this kid is going to be that, and he knew it. He knows it. That's why he had his pro day in the rain to make up for not throwing at the combine, which is vastly overrated. Combine is a disgrace, but I'm a junkie. I watch these damn offensive linemen run 40-yard dashes. I must be out of my freaking mind.
No, you're not. You're just a great person. You're a goddamn American hero.
Rover, you, sir, are an American hero. You are the next Mike Francesa.
Oh, that's too flat. That's too flattering. But so you love Jim Harbaugh. You love gritty football, Doug. Is that true?
My feeling is if you're going to play in New York, you have to be able to play in the elements. Especially now the new MetLife Stadium, the winds aren't as bad as the old Giant Stadium. But make no mistake, this is still Giant Stadium. The Jets are nomads. It's a disgrace. All right, with all due respect, Rover, you guys, the Giant fans, you guys are our oppressors. However, Woody Johnson and his buffoon brother are the biggest problems, the biggest disgrace. I'm going to get into trouble. They're going to be after me after this phone call. Good grief, Rover, don't give them any of my tracking devices.
I won't, but I wouldn't be too scared of Chris Johnson. Have you heard that guy?
What a disgrace! What a disgrace!
He sounds like a grandma.
Oh man, I think his brother knows more than football, but his brother. Actually, I'm not even going to get into it. He's the ambassador to Great Britain. I got a whole conspiracy theory. The Jets are going to be the next expansion team, London expansion team, if not Mexico City. See, this franchise is great.
No, not the Jags, not the Jags. You guys, oh my gosh, yeah. So you would move out of MetLife, right? Like you would move the stadium out to Long Island to just create your own brand and get out of the Giants' way.
They belong in Queens. They should have went in with the Mets. They really screwed up. But it's not MetLife. It's still Giant Stadium. It's just Giant Stadium 2.0. We're nomads. We're the only team in the NFL without our home stadium. I know LA is on the, and the Raiders are not playing in a home for, okay, fine.
Yeah, but listen, the Chargers have no fans. You guys have fans.
We have fans, but our fans are. You see these guys. Francesa makes a living at it, toying with these guys, as do you, and rightfully so. Half these guys don't know what the hell they're toying. They're all front runners, a bunch of front runners. They sold out to Woody Johnson. It's a disgrace. The PSLs, the whole thing makes me sick. I've been boycotting Johnson and Johnson for years.
Mm-hmm. Doug, I'm curious. You've commented on my video a long time. How old are you? 28? I'm going to guess. 28?
I appreciate that. I'd rather not give too much information over the phone, but I'm over 30. Let's say low 30s.
It's great because I got a bunch of kids on here. It's nice to talk. It's nice to talk with an adult like yourself.
Well, I don't know about an adult, but I appreciate it.
You always crack me up in the comments all the time. So you don't want. I like talking Jets football. I really do because I think it's so entertaining now with Adam Gase and I'll tell you that Greg Williams is a very interesting defensive coordinator because he is going to challenge Jamal Adams in this defense. First, I'm going to ask you. I think I know this answer, but do you want Le'Veon Bell on this team?
No, Bell. I don't want any Steelers. I don't want any Steelers skill position players. It reminds me of Santonio Holmes 2.0. I don't want anything to do with it. But Rover, about Greg Williams, I don't love Greg Williams. I love that he's going to shake things up just because that's what he does. But the big thing about Greg Williams, he runs a 4-3. This is the biggest mistake that the Jets made. It's a copycat league. When New England got the dynasty with the 3-4 with all Hall of Fame players, I might add, on defense, the whole NFL, it's a copycat league. Everybody switched to the 3-4, including the Jets. Now we see this is the biggest impediment to the Jets since Mangini came here. Our defensive front, our front seven, Bowles ruined it, and we've seen the same mistakes in the front seven from Mangini through Rex. Through Bowles, Toilet Bowles. They made the same mistakes. Jonathan Vilma and Darren Lee, exact mistakes. Sheldon Richardson and Copels, both these guys are split out covering wide receivers. What the hell is that? These guys are interior linemen. Wilkerson, McCagnon should have franchised him. I could go on and on. McCagnon let DeMario Davis get away twice. What the hell's going on around here?
Right.
And that press conference was just bizarre. And I know Gase with the eyes, okay, great. At least he sees a lot of stuff, great. But the McCagnon and the owner, what the hell is going on? That was bizarre. That was embarrassing.
McCagnon is such a fucking joke. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it loose about
Over
McCagnon.
Your season predictions were exactly correct. You took so much heat. You were I think you got the exact number right.
Yeah, 4-12. But I'm not gonna come back and throw dirt on a grave, like Jacksonville and you guys. But you're right.
No, throw dirt, baby, throw mud. It's already gone. It's a disgrace.
Yeah, Todd Bowles. Remember, everybody you and I were fighting the fight for the fire Todd Bowles. We were on the front lines of that battle. Me and you.
Rose, I have to give you tremendous credit. You are one of the great Giant fans, and you're very rare in that you don't bask in the Jets' misery. I know you like it a little. I know you get a little out of it. No problem. I understand that. I get a little out of the Giants' misery too. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. But Rover, you try to keep it. You don't hate the Jets. I don't think you hate the Jets.
No. I'll tell you my favorite Jets players of all time: Trebet, Curtis Martin, Pennington, Herm Edwards. Those guys I certainly liked. I actually really liked Rex Ryan. It's a shame what ended up happening.
Well, you can't go wrong with those guys. I thought Rex was a disaster personally, but that's a whole different conversation.
It is a different conversation for a different day. But yes, I loved. I mean, the thing is about the New York Jets right now is that that McCagnon guy's a complete square. The press conference was horrendous. you're right. It all starts with Christopher Johnson, and I'm extremely worried about Adam Gase. I released a video today. I just think Gase has terrible leadership. Miami was the most irrelevant, boring franchise in the NFL. I'm sure you loved having Adam Gase in Miami because they weren't doing shit there. And now you guys, I know Matt Rule was a college coach. You guys should have hired Matt Rule. Because Matt Rule succeeded at Temple, and he actually has the personality of a head coach that you guys could have won with.
I understand your feelings about. I know the trend's going to the young offensive coordinators. I wanted McCarthy personally.
Okay.
Gase was not, wasn't my top choice, but I do know he's a good offensive mind. I just hope he's. It all depends who he surrounds himself with. Mm-hmm. It's whatever. And I think with Jamal Adams, I think there will not be any problem between him and Gase. Jamal Adams is a natural-born leader. He just wants to win. I think he's just going to listen to orders. He's a soldier, even though he does talk too much. No doubt about it.
I like Adams a lot, actually, because Adams is fun. My favorite Jamal Adams quote is that he died on the football field, and his dad was a football player, and I love him. You need a person like that in your organization. So, I mean, I can't wait to see it. It's a damn circus with the New York Jets, most of the fan base, even Jet Central, they all want Le'Veon Bell. And if that happens, man, holy crap. I mean, you have the most interesting coaching staff in the league. This Adam Gase character with Mike McCagnon, with Greg Williams. If it works out, I'll say I'm dead wrong, but I just didn't like it at all. I just don't like the direction. I'm really worried about it.
I understand how you feel, but the biggest thing is that they're switching to a 4-3. We're talking about possible breakout seasons for Leonard Williams, Nathan Shepard, the kid out of Fort Hays State, the rookie drafted last season.
Oh, yeah. Kansas? Yeah, Canadian kid?
I believe so. Very good, Rover. Rover, you know your shit. You know your stuff. Excuse my French.
You remember Jeremiah? He loved Shepard.
Jeremiah, really? Yeah, I think they all like Shepard. Kuiper, I know Kuiper did too.
Yeah, he was a small, and the fact is now, it kind of is unfortunate because how many good defensive tackles are in this draft? You have Ed Oliver, the Jeffrey Simmons kid from Mississippi State. The point is, now that you have a 4-3, your defensive tackles can be so good. Look at the LA Rams. You can put Sue and Donald on one line of scrimmage, and for the New York Giants, it's very boring. We have a guy like B.J. Hill and Dalvin Tomlinson, but then you have to put your linebackers on the line of scrimmage, and
Hey, Giants won the Super Bowl with a 4-3. I don't know why they switched to a 3-4 personally, but also it's so much easier to draft and evaluate players in the 4-3 because that outside in the 3-4, that outside hybrid linebacker in the 3-4 is just it's so hard to draft. I bet you there's more busted first round picks at that position as much as any other position. And also, it's too much pressure on the nose tackle in the 3-4, and it's too much player development. It's more cerebral. Guys can't act. I
want to ask you, why were the Bears just good? Do you think that they just have freaks everywhere? Was that an exception to the rule? Yeah, the Khalil Mack and stuff like that.
Look, I think they hit the right stride. I think they had a lot of momentum. Well, let's see what happens. I'm not sold on them. I'm really not, to be honest with you. I'm not. Obviously, Khalil Mack is a freak of nature.
I like 4-3 too, but you'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say, "Well, it's interchangeable, the systems."
That have played in the 3-4 can always play in the 4-3. With the exception of Jason Taylor, who went from a 4-3 to a 3-4 and got MVP, defensive MVP. And also, for rookies, it takes a lot longer to develop in the 3-4 because it's a much more cerebral defense. They're thinking out there instead of reacting. On the 4-3, these guys are reacting and not thinking, and that's what I want to see. I want to see these guys using their talent and stop thinking.
You need to be a coach, or you need to have a show, Doug. Thank you so much. It's so much fun talking.
Rover, Happy New Year, and God bless you and your family.
Thank you. Doug Lass, one of the kindest YouTubers ever. What a call. Hey, thanks so much for trying to call in. I know you've been trying to call. How are you? Hello? You're on with Rover Sports.
Hello, this is Tyler Kind. I'm a Chiefs fan living in Colorado. How you doing, Rover?
What's your name again?
Tyler Kind.
Oh,
yeah, I got you for the Adrian Martinez.
You did. Thanks so much for calling in.
Yeah, man. All right, a lot we could talk about with this being, of course, centered on championship week. Let's talk to the Chiefs and Patriots. Wanted to get your thoughts on this. A lot of people in the media are trying to make this game seem like it's a metaphorical passing of the torch between possibly Tom Brady, Mahomes, the whatever, GOAT to be. A lot of entitlement and a lot of things that are being pressed upon him. I do wonder, though, what your thoughts are. Should Mahomes win this game and get to the Super Bowl, he would at least tie Roethlisberger for the youngest quarterback to get there at 23. What are your thoughts on, in general, though, the future of the AFC? Because I know Brady says he wants to play to whatever 45, but would the Patriots let him? Because he's got, 1-2 years left on his contract, and the Steelers are in trouble. I know there might be some Steeler fans in your chat, but Antonio Brown and Bell, their two best players on offense, are going to be gone. No disrespect to Connor and Juju, but they're not Bell and Antonio Brown. The rookies, I still think we got to see. Josh Allen, if you give him an O-line and receivers, could be pretty good. Darnold is still so young at 21 as well. But right now, though, it's looking like a couple big fishes in a small pond once Rivers retires, Brady and Roethlisberger.
Yeah. And, okay, so I love the question, by the way. It's so unbelievable how you guys were able to have the record that you had to be the number one seed, because then you only have to win 2 games to get to the championship. And everybody was disrespecting this Chiefs defense, and I'm sure you had issues with Bob Sutton and the defense at times, maybe even in the LA Rams game or even last year. And the way that they played the Colts was unbelievable. Mahomes is spectacular. I don't know how the kid could get any better. I mean, he's one of the most special kids that we've ever seen in the history of the NFL. I would love nothing more than to see him win. The fact is, you look at the AFC now, the AFC West, we have the Chargers, and first of all, you guys have a much better infrastructure, better ownership. Yes. I think Anthony Lynn is one of the most overrated coaches because, I know they beat Lamar Jackson, but the Chargers, they still even struggle versus mediocre teams. Like Denver was even able to beat them at home. For you guys, I love that the Denver Broncos right now, they have no offensive coordinator. Gary Kubiak left. A lot of people thought Kubiak would stay there. He left. And they also have no quarterback because Case Keenum, you guys even played Case Keenum on Monday night. And the Broncos' defense on Monday night versus the Chiefs was as good as anybody's defended the Chiefs all year. And you gave the game to Case Keenum, and he still couldn't cash the check. So, the team that you have to worry about the most in the AFC, I agree with you about the Buffalo Bills that they're going to get better, but the Indianapolis Colts with Frank Reich, I think that situation is very stable. And Luck is actually
and I trust Chris Ballard, the GM, too.
Oh, my gosh, absolutely. Chris Ballard is a hell of a GM. The Steelers are a complete and total mess, like you alluded to. Antonio Brown, he's kind of a diva, like you said. Or you didn't say that, but Le'Veon Bell and Brown. How about this team, man, to worry about for the future? How about Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns? What do you think about them?
Yes. And the thing is, you almost can't say that without, cracking a grin just because it's been so long since you could say Brown and contender in the same sentence without just laughing or making it a meme. But no, for real, Baker Mayfield is a dog. They got a kid that's going to win, change the culture there. And same thing, I trust John Dorsey to draft guys. Now, where he did mess up a little bit were some of his free agent contracts were a little questionable. See the Eric Berry contract. Second most expensive player on our team, 1.5 games in 2 years. That's beside the point. He can draft players, though. Drafted Mahomes. He drafted Kareem Hunt. Say what you want about him off the field, but he was a good player. Tyreek Hill, Kelsey.
Jones,
the Browns are going to be really good with the Ravens, too.
Did he draft Jones from Mississippi State?
Yes, he did. The interesting thing is in that draft, I don't know if you know this, Rover, the Chiefs were trying to trade up to get Paxton Lynch. Imagine that. They almost moved up to get him. Denver jumped in front of us, took him, so then we traded back into the second round and grabbed him there. And some people were saying Jones was a junior. Had he stayed one more year, some people felt that he would have been a top 5 pick in next year's draft. And it's looking like, yeah, we got a steal.
Yeah, and so then he was responsible for the Mahomes trade up?
Yes, he was.
All right, so he liked the big-armed quarterbacks. Now, the thing is about Paxton Lynch, why the guy failed, is because, and people don't give Mahomes enough credit for this, is that Paxton Lynch is kind of a nutcase personality-wise, and Patrick Mahomes is the opposite. I think Patrick Mahomes is the most likable athlete right now in the world, honestly. I don't know who the heck doesn't like the kid. And the fact is, the offense is so damn good. I don't know when you subscribed to my channel, but I was the guy who was one of the first guys on the Mahomes bandwagon and saying that this offense could be one of the greatest offenses ever when you guys signed Sammy Watkins. So when did you subscribe to the channel, and what did you expect from this Chiefs team this year? Did you honestly expect an 8-8 season? What did you expect from Kansas City this year, Tyler?
Yeah, to answer your question, I found the channel probably about, half a year ago. So you're right. I remember you were mentioning Mahomes, one of the first guys. My preseason predictions cut both ways. I expected Mahomes to make some plays that Alex Smith would never make. And that's both good and bad. I knew that already. I just kind of went in with the season expecting, we are going to turn the ball over more. But I also knew that he was going to make some of those jaw-dropping, Favre-esque plays, and he has. I don't think any Chiefs fan, if they try to say yes, they're lying, could have envisioned an MVP, which, by the way, no Chiefs player has ever won league MVP, and the number 1 seed in the conference. And that's one thing, too, people will point to with the Chiefs postseason, I'll say, lack of success of Andy Reid. We've never had the number 1 seed. Yeah, we had the number 2 in the bye. We still choked to Tennessee. But, man, this kid Mahomes is different. Maybe we do lose to the Patriots, fair enough. But I do think if he's this good at 23, man, what could he become? Because I think you mentioned, we've seen talented quarterbacks come into the league before that just didn't want it. Johnny Manziel, and hell, even going back earlier, Jay Cutler. People don't remember. When Cutler came out of Vanderbilt, oh, my God, he had a howitzer for an arm, could scramble, extend plays. But Cutler just wanted to get paid. Cutler didn't want to win. This kid Mahomes, though, you're right. Dad was a pro pitcher. He studied the greats, Alex Rodriguez, Jeter. He knows what it takes to be great off the field, and I really think that will elevate him to where these other guys in the past didn't work.
Yeah, Tyler's calling my show. You could literally be an interview. You know, I got to interview you for the damn show, man, because you really know your stuff. It's so much fun talking football with you, Tyler, and I'd encourage you even to make like a channel if you don't already have one, because it's a great conversation. What I wanted to say about Mahomes is I knew Patrick would be a freak of nature when I saw how amazing he was in that Denver game that nobody gave a crap about last year, when he was making throws like over linebackers' heads. And the Tennessee game didn't piss me off that much because I knew that the Chiefs would still have to go to Arrowhead. Or no, they would still have to go to New England and play at Foxborough. The most disappointing Chiefs game I've ever watched was that Alex Smith Pittsburgh Steeler game. What were your emotions about that game? I worry, too, about this Sunday. I don't want Andy Reid to not take deep shots. I want him to attack New England this week because I'm afraid that Pittsburgh game, you literally just you didn't make any effort, or Andy Reid made no effort. There was no urgency in that contest, and I don't want that to happen this Sunday.
So in terms of the postseason failures, I'll give you that was number 2 on my list. The number 1, though, has got to be that 2013 collapse wildcard weekend against the Colts. I don't normally get angry watching sports. I really don't, but that was probably the angriest I'd ever been watching a game of football. In the first play, the second half, was a pick 6 and luck. We went up 38-10, and my friends were like, why aren't you happy? Like, you're killing them. I was like, no, I've lived long enough. I've seen too many of these. But to answer your question, though, so the Steelers, the thing about him was Le'Veon Bell. He was the guy that just, it didn't matter what you did, death by 1,000 cuts. I mean, that guy just owned our D-line, our linebackers. We just couldn't stop him. The thing is, Sonny Michel is a great running back. James White is a good pass catcher, but neither of those guys are Le'Veon Bell. I don't fear the run as much as I would have if we had the Steelers in the building. Now, they're going to run the rock early and often, and that's the formula to beat this Chiefs team. You mentioned the Denver game earlier. What did they do really well? They collapsed the pocket on both sides to force Mahomes in, or if you forced him out, force him left. Going right is where he killed you. But then they ran the ball early and often. The games where the Chiefs have kind of poured it on the opposing team is when we score on our first and second drives and then force the urgency of teams to throw. The Baltimore Ravens kept it close doing that, and that's why the Ravens are one of those teams that scared me, because Lamar Jackson as a quarterback, we'll see. But they could run the ball well.
Yeah. The fact is that Ravens game was scary. I don't know why. I want you to answer this question that I have. Why did the Colts abandon the run last week? What the heck happened to the Colts? And was their offensive line overrated? I mean, I thought that would be a competitive game. How did you guys just kill them? How did you kill Indianapolis so badly?
I think one of the things is, first of all, you mentioned our defense earlier, getting back to one of the things you mentioned. Yeah, Bob Sutton, God, he giveth and he taketh away, man. Like, he kept trying to play Tampa 2, and with how slow our linebackers are, I just couldn't stand it. In terms of what we did, it was a little bit of we forced pressure interior, on the interior side of the line, getting home without blitzing, because Andrew Luck, say what you want about him playing in the cold, he's one of the smartest quarterbacks to ever play. He can read your blitzes coming. But we got home with only rushing 4. I think a little bit of it, honestly, was Frank Reich got the Andy Reid syndrome. I think he fell into the just let's pass the ball, and they still averaged more than 5 yards a carry when they gave it to Marlon Mack. I just think they panicked. First-year coach, playoff game on the road, and just got a little too pass happy.
Yeah. This Patriots game is going to be so intriguing because Tom Brady is going to be able to, because they are probably going to play zone. Edelman, it's a tough matchup because Josh McDaniels is as good of a schemer as anybody. And, I think it's one of the most exciting AFC championships that we're ever going to have. And I don't think that, to answer your earlier question, the Patriots and Tom Brady, he's going to stay for another 3 to 4 years because Jimmy Garoppolo is serious. I'm the biggest Garoppolo guy that you're going to find on YouTube. I think Garoppolo is a freaking talent. I think he's damn good. There's a reason why Belichick was sad when Garoppolo left. This game, maybe Tyreek Hill can have some very explosive plays. Damian Williams, Arrowhead. It's going to be the craziest environment ever. Are you going to try to go to Arrowhead yourself? And the coolest thing is there's going to be a red moon, and it's going to be minus 10 degrees. I love that the game's at night, too. I hear people complain that the Dome game should have been at night. Like, this is going to be one of the best environments ever. I really do want it to happen because I want Kelsey to win a championship. He deserves to be a Hall of Fame player. And for Mahomes, this is a very exciting time for Patrick and for Andy Reid, especially after the Eagles won in Philadelphia. It just would make sense for Andy Reid to get an opportunity.
Unfortunately, definitely too broke to go to this game. But I do tell you, though, I was at the game last year or 2 years ago when Mahomes made his debut New Year's Eve in Denver. I was at that game with a couple of my buddies. Even though it was really cold there, and even though, whatever, the fans might say they had nothing to play for, I was standing next to a bunch of Denver fans, though, and they actually were nicer than I thought they were going to be. They were definitely saying, though, this kid is Elway. Now, I don't know that he ever will win the Super Bowls that Elway did. I don't know that, you know what I mean? But the skill set, the running, extending the plays, and even these Denver fans knew the one game, like, yep, this kid's legit. How do I think it's going to go? The lunar eclipse is really cool. I heard about that, too. I don't know if you caught this, Rover. I think they changed the forecast. It was originally forecasted to be like -5 to 5. I think they bumped it up like to 20, which actually favors the Chiefs. That means our speed will be able to be better utilized against the Patriots. McDaniels is one of the best coordinators in the game in terms of offensively. He's kind of like Lane Kiffin in the NFL in my mind, where he's one of the best coordinators, just not that great of a head coach. I do think, though, the Patriots are going to have to at least get to 30 to beat us. And what's crazy is there was some stat I saw. The Chiefs have not given up. It was like 30-plus points at home in almost like a year and a half. Something's going to have to give there because the Patriots, I mean, they shredded us last time. But we were without Eric Berry in Houston. Houston for sure will play. The signs are pointing to that Eric Berry will. And if nothing else, he takes away Gronk. And that's one last thing, too, because I'm sure you probably got other people calling.
Yeah.
Say the Patriots lose this game. Is this the last that we will see Gronkowski in a Patriots uniform? Does he retire?
Yeah, I am going to answer that question. Tyler, what a great call. Call in anytime. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Tyler, what a great call from him. One of the best callers that we've had on. Huge Kansas City fan, very professional. This is going to be the last game for Rob Gronkowski. These are his last 2 games. His body is so worn down, and that's going to be the last games. I know somebody else was trying to call in. We're going to answer this call right now. Welcome on the Rover Sports. How's your night going?
Hello?
Yes, welcome in the Rover Sports.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah? Do you know Chris Senior?
Yes.
Yeah, it's your boy right here. No? Yeah.
I thought you would sound like Ron Jeremy. I thought you would sound like Ron Jeremy, like a 60-year-old like porn star with that name, Chris Senior.
Yeah.
It's great to talk to you, my friend. Thanks so much for calling. You've been trying to call in so much. I'm so glad I could get to you. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the show and everything. You know, Chris and what's it called? Chris, the bad dog.
The entertainer.
You know, bad dog is a mad dog. Giant.
Are you related to Philly 500? Are you Philly 500? Are you related to that guy?
No. He lives in LA.
Do you like Philly 500? You like Philly 500, don't you?
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, oh, cool. The Giants game / Eagles and like Jets and Jaguars. Yeah.
Can you please give me a bad dog again?
Oh, okay. Wait, hold up. Okay. Bad dog is a mad dog because the Giants.
Oh my God! You're gonna be in the music video with Philly 500 and Bad Dog. Bad Dog is so funny. Oh, he's been telling me for so long to do this video.
Mini Bad Dog, mini Philly 500.
Yeah. So, are you a Giants fan?
No. But I mean, I kind of was for a season because of Landon Collins and the secondary at Eli Apple. I kind of like them. But I'm a Chargers fan. Brought up, it was disappointing this weekend, but we're all good.
Eli Apple.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked him in the beginning. Nobody really talks about him. I like the underrated people. Like I don't know, Danny Woodhead, all those people that nobody or people overlook and stuff like that. I like them.
Sure.
Yeah. But I'm gonna ask a question, okay?
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can ask it. Sure, go ahead. You can ask a question.
Yeah. A lot of friends at our school have been saying, how do you feel about Phil Rivers getting triggered on the field and stuff like that? Do you think what's it called? Do you think that's bad for him to not apologize for all that stuff in the press conference, or is it a defendable
What
point?
What player again? Antonio Brown?
Philip Rivers.
Oh, so I totally get your question, because a lot of people that I talk to, what's funny about Philip Rivers is he couldn't be a nicer guy off the field. He has all these kids. He's a great family person. On the field, I totally get the criticism from people that he yaps at the officials too much. The fact is, I don't think he should need to apologize, because he's just a competitor. He's in a small market. I think a lot of people do like Philip Rivers. Some people have to be the villains, and that's kind of why I like Baker Mayfield. So I don't think that he has to apologize. Phillip Rivers just has to understand, and you as a Chargers fan are going to understand this, that people are going to love you or they're going to hate you. And that shouldn't be a problem. He's a personality, and the quarterbacks are always going to be loved and hated. Like, I know a lot of Jets fans, a lot of people don't even like Eli Manning because, he didn't go to the Chargers and they think he's a spoiled guy. Some people don't like Wentz, Dak Prescott. Any quarterback's going to have haters, so I think Phillip's fine, to answer your question.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how competitive he is. I mean, he's been in the league for a long time. He's like one of the oldest. He's a living dinosaur, pretty much. But I think it just shows how competitive he is. We're all competitive at one point. So I mean, it's pretty. I don't see anything wrong with that.
You live out in California. Go to the Chargers.
Oh, I was a season ticket. Well, not me. My family's been a season ticket holder for like 25 years, a long time, since like the 80s. When Dan Fouts was playing and all that, Winslow.
Yeah.
But I've been for me all my life I've been season ticket holder. Yeah. Ever since 2007, 2006.
Yeah. I miss them in San Diego, my friend, because I'm sure some people in the chat have been to San Diego. It's one of the calmest, best cities you're ever going to find. So, yeah. I'm sad that they moved too, because there's more passionate fans in San Diego than freaking LA in that $1 billion stadium. But at least you'll make the 2-hour drive and whatnot. But Chris,
I still go. I'm still a season ticket holder. I mean,
you still go.
I'm still a season ticket holder.
I still
go. I go to all the games. I'm that loyal.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much, man. So, Chris, before you go, I'm sorry. Do you have any more questions? You want to ask anything more?
Go
ahead.
Yeah, what's it called? In the I remember Ronaldo said this. That the New Orleans Saints are gonna get smacked. Do you really think that they're gonna get smacked, or are they okay?
The opposite. I like the Saints to win the game. I think Ronaldo's actually in the minority on that opinion. I can tell you that the Saints are favored. He should go ahead and bet that game with his friends or people he knows. I just like Drew Brees in that dome, and I worry about the Rams. I worry about Jared Goff. And, last week I actually got to go to that dome, and it's so damn loud. And I really do see the Saints winning the game. I do. I mean, the Rams do have a lot of talent defensively. It's not going to be a blowout, but the Saints, I still think the Saints are going to win the game, to answer your question.
Yeah. I actually just Drew Brees tossing for at least 300 yards, probably 2 touchdowns, and then Alvin Kamara is going to finish the game off with a really solid game. That's what I'm saying. And probably Mark Ingram's going to get in there, probably maybe a little bit, a couple plays, kind of help out Kamara if they make it to the Super Bowl. So, that's all I see, honestly.
Yeah. So you hop on Bad Dogs, you hop on the Entertainers live streams?
Yeah.
A ton?
Yeah, I'm always with Chris. Chris is a man. I mean, he's a legend. A cable man. That's a round of applause for Chris. That's just Chris is a legend.
Yeah,
I
was talking.
He's a legend too.
I was talking to Chris.
All my New York people.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris because I met him, and it's just hilarious getting to meet a guy like Chris the Entertainer, because we did some of the playoff streams together, and he literally climbs up like 30 feet in the air, the guy,
Dang.
And he even fell once. He fell once during his trial run, 10 feet in the air. He has to climb 30 feet up, like I don't even know if there's a harness or anything, and he's out there. It's bristling cold. He's a common man. He's a man of the people. Same with Philly 5. These guys are all man of the people. These guys are all just regular, great people. But Chris, that job it's insane what he does on a day-to-day basis, for sure. Chris, thank you so much for calling in, Mr. Senior. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, one more. Can I get one more a Bad Dog Stink song in there?
Of course you can. Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. Bad dog is a mad dog cause a giant stink.
Oh my gosh, every time. Call in the Bad Dog. We're going to get a call-in show, and you're going to do it to him. Chris, what a call, Mr. Senior. We got another call right up online. Let's see if it transfers over. Hello. Welcome to Rover Sports.
Hello?
Yes, you're on Rover Sports.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. You are on.
With your hoe ass, bitch.
Hey, what do you want to talk about tonight? Hello? Think we got a hang up there. Some interesting words on that call. You guys can go back, and we got some. I think he said some hoes or something. I want a transcription of that. I don't think he's here anymore. Cool. That was a hell of a call. Might be him again. I don't mind that though. It's just funny. I actually think this might be the same guy. Let's see if it is. We'll get some more colorful commentary. Again, this is from him. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, welcome into Rover Sports.
Thank you. I'm not the last guy, by the way.
That last guy was a hell of a caller, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Hey, so you want to say your name?
My name is Josh.
Josh. Thank you for calling.
No problem.
So you want to talk football? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, football for sure. Chiefs Patriots game.
Let's do it. You a Chiefs fan, Patriots fan?
Chiefs fan.
Chiefs fan. And so do you guys think that you have a good opportunity to beat New England?
Yeah, of course I do. I mean, in week 6, I'm not trying to make excuses here, but Justin Houston didn't play and Eric Berry didn't play. And Jordan Lucas dropped an interception. And Mahomes threw 2 picks, I believe. So I think if Mahomes clears up his mistakes, Chiefs will have a good chance. And Eric Berry's return.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got to get off to a good start against New England. You got to stuff the run. You got to get pressure in Tom Brady's face. You can't allow the Patriots to get out early, because the one thing about Pat Mahomes is that I know he can come back, but I would love to see you guys get out to an early lead. But the key to this game is D Ford. D Ford destroyed the Colts, and just getting pressure up the middle at Tom Brady. Because the Chargers have all these little fast guys, but you gotta get you just gotta get up the middle pressure on Tom, make him very uncomfortable, play aggressive man-to-man defense, and force Tom Brady to throw deep over your head. You can't just allow Edelman to pick you apart all day long.
Sure, and now Travarius Warren, their new guy that they started, he's been playing pretty good. He locked down T.Y. Hilton for the most part. So if he could play anywhere close to how he did versus the Colts, I feel like he'll have a good chance as well.
Yeah, I mean, so looking at this game, I mean, you being a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I guess this is one of the biggest games of your lifetime. And I mean, do you see the Chiefs though like having a chance in the AFC every year, or is there great urgency to do it this year?
I think this year they should go all out, but I still see them contending in the future. Because in the future, they're going to have a better defense, I think, but at the same time, they're going to be losing valuable players. Because they're not going to be able to, pay everybody.
That's right, because Watkins is making so much money, and Kelsey is at peak of powers, Tyreek Hill. It's an unbelievable season, and it's really interesting. I mean, when you guys get home field advantage, it's just such a huge difference. And I look at the Raiders, they're not going to be that good. Denver, I don't think it's going to be that. You're still probably going to beat Denver. And then the Chargers. So, but the fact is about Mahomes is that, and I saw this with the Eagles, when a team like this goes 13-3 or 12-4, those seasons don't come around every year. So I hope you can cash this in.
Me too. And I've been watching you since the beginning of the season. When you said that the Chiefs were your Super Bowl prediction, I was honestly surprised by that because they always get so much hate. So, yeah, just glad to see that. They got a lot of hate.
Dude, they got a lot of hate. People were joking around saying that they should have kept Alex Smith. People were saying that Mahomes is going to throw all these interceptions. And by the end of the Pittsburgh game, I knew that my prediction was just about right. And You know, I was the guy who said that Mahomes would win the MVP or come second to Garoppolo, and I said that back in March, back last April. So I just saw Mahomes against Denver. It's probably the best prediction I'll make. I don't think I can predict anything that well again, but, I mean, Mahomes is just so damn special. He is a once-in-a-generation player, and I love that you guys got rid of Alex Smith, frankly. I know Alex is a nice guy, but you guys weren't winning anything with that dude.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys weren't winning anything. So I wish you the best, man. You live out in Missouri?
No, I live in Pennsylvania.
I love it. I love it. But go Chiefs. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Josh, what a great call. Someone else is trying to call in. The phone lines are still lit and loaded. I'm going to hit this caller right here. Welcome into Rover Sports.
Hey, we got another Chiefs fan here, bud.
Dude, you guys, I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs fans, it's unbelievable. I feel like most of my commenters are Giants and Jets, but the Chiefs fans, you guys are some of the best callers. Thank you for calling into the show.
Hey, man, I've been watching you all year long, man, and I know you've been representing Patrick Mahomes, and you. Hey, man, we love you here at Kansas City, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Andy Reid is hangry. He's hangry. He can smell the Super Bowl from a mile away. He's pulling out every stop. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing. He got a couple tricks up his sleeve for this one. And Sammy Watkins, I think he's gonna blow, man. I think this is gonna be the week that Sammy Watkins is gonna blow.
Yeah.
And hopefully Eric Berry blows too, because I know he wants to get it to Atlanta, where he's from. And they're gonna be playing in Atlanta the Super Bowl. So you know what?
Wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Our defense is clicking at the right time. And our young quarterbacks, they're balling out of control, and it seems like Chris Jones is getting stronger and stronger every week. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like he's getting more of a push. You know what I mean? And, right? Because usually at the end of the year, like last year, he sort of like mellowed out, but not this year. Maybe it's because Justin Houston is there. Justin Houston, he's a leader, man.
He is.
If you watch. Yeah, I love that guy because he's just straight up, man. He's firecracker. He's all about the team. And this year, it's Super Bowl bound. You know what I mean? I don't see him losing to.
I'm trying to think about this. I mean, Derek Johnson was a great leader, but
yes.
who else? You guys lost Marcus Peters, but did you guys lose any other key defensive players this year in the free agency? It was real, and I was happy when you guys got rid of Peters. I don't like Peters one bit. I still don't like him. I think he's kind of a dirty player, and I hated what he brought to the team. And you guys are so much better without him. You know, all these people in the media, man, they all said, like, Mahomes, you guys are getting rid of Alex Smith, your defense was terrible. Like, everybody's crapping on Kansas City. Everybody said it would be the Chargers division, the Denver Broncos, and nobody give credit to Kansas City. And now they're all so quiet. Nobody's owning up to the fact that everybody thought the Chiefs would be average, and now they're the greatest offense maybe ever. And Sammy Watkins was a great signing because he allows Hill to do everything, you know? So I just love this Kansas City team.
One thing, you were talking to that last guy, I think that Andy Reid, he can pull a diamond out of the rough. You know what I mean? This new Damian Williams we got, man, that dude's quick, man, and he has a nice little cut on him. And that other back, the other Williams, he's going to be a bruiser too, so look out for him. So I see us rebuilding that defense next year and adding a couple more pieces to the puzzle. So
I mean, with Andy Reid though, I mean, you've been in the playoffs with Reid. Like, he better keep his foot on the dang gas pedal. He better know how to use the 2-minute drills. He better keep the timeouts, like all those sort of things. I think Mahomes will push Andy Reid around in a good way. I think that Mahomes is a special player in that regard. Kelsey as well. And it's going to be you're going to have to win with D Ford, because the Patriots are going to have a lot of time of possession. It's scary facing an angry Tom Brady, but these are the two best teams duking it out in the AFC, and it's all about the defensive line, I think, in this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think that defensive line is going to be in Tom Brady's face because what he's done to us after years in his house, and now we're coming back. He's in our house now, and we're not playing in Kansas City no more. We're tired of this, and you know what, Patrick Mahomes, he's going to ball out. You're going to see him. I think he's getting better and better every week too. So, here we go, Super Bowl down, baby.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for the call. What is your name, sir?
Ray.
Rex?
Ray. R-A-Y.
R-E-Y. No, Ray.
Yeah.
Ray. Oh, yep. And did you hear, how cool was that story? I don't know if you live near Arrowhead or not, but there was a Chiefs defensive player. His car got, broken down in the snow, right? And there was a homeless dude who helped push his car, and now he gets to go to AFC Championship. Did you hear about that story?
Yeah, I heard about that. And the Chiefs did a job, too, at Arrowhead, too. So, if you have the game, and he had a job. So, hey, everything, it's you do good for others, and other people get things that are here to come. I think Kansas City's a good place, and I'll be at the game, man. So, hey.
You're going to the game?
Yeah, I'm going to the game.
Oh, Ray, you are going to have the greatest tailgate ever. And you know what, Ray? You're probably going to tailgate, and the moon's going to be red. An eclipse. It's going to be the most memorable game of your life. I really mean that, Ray.
I agree. I can't.
Thank you. Good buddy, Ray. Let's get to, I think G-Men 409 is calling in. I'm so sorry. Keep calling in. You'll be the last caller of the night. What a fun show this was. Everybody checking out the chat, previewing the championship. Let's see if G-Men 409 wants to call back into the show. I hope he didn't leave. I really hope he didn't leave. It looks like my sister might not have school tomorrow because we're getting called here at the house. But I'm going to wait for G-Men 409. I might even try to call. I'm going to actually do something that I usually don't do in the show. And I might try to give him a call. Let me see. Yeah, I'll wait for 5 more minutes, but it's been a hell of a show. Doug Lass, Chris Sinyar, Tyler, Ray, Ronaldo, Steven's in the chat. Steven, I look at Tom Brady too, and I don't think the guy's ever going to slow down or he's ever going to fail. He's just a machine. He is unlike any athlete we've ever seen. So I think the Patriots are all in good hands, except Gronk, I think, is going to retire. But I'm excited about Rob Gronkowski and his next line of work. And there he is. I think we're going to end it on this. Is this G-Men 409?
What's up, Spence? How's it going?
Man. Dude, I'm so sorry for all of the call. I'm really sorry I wasn't able to get to you earlier. Thank you for calling in.
That ain't a problem. We closing out the show again.
Yes, sir. You always got to be the last caller.
That's cool. Yeah, I had 2 things on mind. What do you think about a Breeze Brady Super Bowl, and are you Team Haskins or Team Murray?
To answer your question, yes, I think that it is going to be a Breeze Brady Super Bowl, and I'm definitely rooting for the Saints the rest of the way. I know beating the Eagles was so exciting. How great was last weekend for you? I'm sure it was so awesome.
Yeah, man, it was great. I love it. I should have seen all the Dallas fans' faces down here. It was great.
I'm sure that you know from Dallas, Texas, you know that Kyler Murray is an outstanding player and one of the scariest college players ever to play. And you know from being in Texas that he never lost a football game down there. And I just look at Kyler Murray, and I think that Kyler Murray's going to be the guy. 409. Oh, man. G-Man. 409 might have dropped off for a second. I hope he'll call in. Hope he'll call back. I want to talk to him more about the quarterbacks. Before I'm gonna hang on now. We got some great chats. Let's see if 409's coming back. Yes, he is. 409's back. Yeah, sorry we got disconnected, but I'm a Kyler Murray guy. What about you?
Murray. Honestly, I would say.
Oh no. 409's having trouble. I'll give him one more shot to call into the dang show. But it's been a fun show. It's been a long show, but it's been a fun one. Next time we'll have guests on here. Thursday night's one of my favorite nights to do a show. And then we got Super Bowl week coming up. Radio Row's going to be next week. I actually might be down at the Senior Bowl next week. I might actually be able to do a call-in show live with Jet Central next week. So that might be really, 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 really exciting. And last call of the night, we'll try. I'm gonna head out pretty soon. So, and my friend Buffalo Tings is in here. Got to give a shout out to him because he makes the best thumbnails anywhere. Buffalo Tings, the best thumbnails. You will find the best graphic designer on here. All right, man. Sorry about the disconnection and everything. You know.
That's cool. Hopefully you can get it right this time.
We'll see how long it lasts. Go ahead, get your opinion out.
I'm gonna have to ride with Haskins, man, on that one. Just because, I like what Entertainer says about the whole size thing. He is a little short. I don't know if he can be durable, you know what I mean? But I think he'd be a great RPO option for us if we were to go with Murray. But I just think Haskins got the bigger body, better size, and he wants to be a giant, you know?
Yeah, and that's a big deal. What do you think about Drew Lock from Missouri? That's my favorite quarterback, actually.
If we can steal him in the second round and go with like a defensive end in the first round, I think that'd be good too, you know?
Right. Like Josh Allen's so good. But Dwayne Haskins, I do think Dwayne Haskins is going to be pretty dang good at the NFL level because he can make like every throw. He can make the short throws as well as the longer throws. I don't hate Haskins at all. I think Haskins is going to be a good player. I do worry a little bit about how good he'll be versus blitzes, but I think Shermer will help him out. Do you think that Eli Manning is going to be back next year? And if Haskins is there at 6, you don't want a defensive lineman, you want Haskins. Is that correct?
Yeah. I think Eli Reed's going to have a good feeling he is going to stick around, probably take a pay cut and then give it one more shot, I believe.
And that'll be cool. And then Haskins gets to learn under Eli. I would love nothing more than one more Eli ride, into the playoffs next year. Because we could beat the Eagles next year.
And that'll be awesome. I think he will sit back behind.
We can beat those dang Eagles. So, G-Man 409, thanks so much for calling into the show, my friend.
Not a problem, Spence. You have a good night and see you on your next stream, buddy.
Hey, by the way, when I'm in Texas, we'll get a drink or something, all right?
Yeah, I'll take you to Whataburger on me.
Oh, yes. Actually, my favorite burger place in the world. It's so much better than that place out in California. Whataburger is unbelievable, actually. My favorite
Whataburger.
Whataburger. Oh, yeah. I'm eating 2 Whataburgers for sure. G-Man.
We got to make it down here to a Dallas. We'll tailgate. It'll be awesome.
For what? We'll tailgate Giants Cowboys?
Yeah. Terabelli came about last year, and we had fun.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to all the Cowboys cheerleaders. There's so many hot girls in Fort Worth and Dallas.
Think about it, man. Make your way up here.
I love it in Dallas. I love Dallas. I love the steak. I love everything in Dallas.
I need to go try a Philly cheesesteak, though. You're in Philly. I want one of those.
Yeah, it's good. Nah, I got like 3 or 4 great spots. Let's bring it to home and home. You come up for the Eagles game, all right? Even Tanner wants to go to Dallas now,
Yeah. We got to ride their deep in Dallas and
Sports Fury lives out in Dallas. We'll all get together. Jerry,
Sounds good.
How great is that stadium? It is the best stadium in the world.
It's a beautiful stadium, but there's no sportsmanship. I'll tell you that.
It's interesting.
Some Dallas fans, if you have it.
You got to come to the link. You'll see even less sportsmanship.
I think it's worse than over there, probably.
It is, because at least you guys aren't beating people up, or at least the Cowboys fans aren't.
People throwing beer at me if I'm wearing my Eli jersey. I'm wearing an entertainer jersey, and it's a Rover Sports.
I love it. Thanks so much. I'll see ya.
Have a good night, bro.
One of my favorite callers and Giants fans, Gmon409, a Whataburger offer. And, I have Joe Namath. How could you not love Joe Namath? I don't care what fan you are, even if you're a dang Dolphins or Patriots fan. Joe Namath redefined NFL football, the greatest showman in the history of sports, and an Alabama legend, Western PA, and then towards the New York Jets. The prediction, beating the Baltimore Colts and Johnny Unitas, I believe. Joe Namath is one of my favorites ever. He's kind of like a Brett Favrean to me, and I love hearing about Joe Namath. And actually, there's some people that actually know Joe Namath. Chris, I will keep this stream up. Buffalo Tings doesn't know about Jet Central. Buffalo Tings is the main guy behind all JC's thumbnails. That's why the show is so dang good. So it was incredible. I'll get to Tanner next week. He's going to have his own segment, obviously, on the show. I'm a little tired. I'm going to bounce. Take care, guys. Really fun show. See y'all later. Thank you.